In a tiny, leaking room on the outskirts of Lagos, Mercy stirred a thin pot of vegetable soup. "Peter," she called softly, "dinner is almost ready. I managed to get some vegetables from Mama Ngozi's stall. She said I can pay tomorrow." From the corner of the room, Peter snapped. "Tomorrow. Always tomorrow. Do you know how that sounds, Mercy? My wife begging for vegetables on credit." Mercy wiped the sweat from her forehead and tried to smile. "We've been through worse, my love. Remember when we had only gari for 3 days? We survived." "Survived?" Peter scoffed. "Is this what you call surviving? Look at this place. The ceiling leaks, the walls are cracked. My mates are building houses in Lekki, and I'm here, eating soup made from borrowed vegetables." She moved closer. "Peter, please." "Please what? Please be patient? Please keep faith?" His voice rose. "I'm tired of your motivational speeches. They don't pay bills, Mercy." "I work 3 cleaning jobs," she said quietly. "Morning, afternoon, night. I give you every kobo I make. What more can I do?" He looked at her with cold eyes. "You could stop looking like that." "Like what?" "Like a woman who's given up. You used to look fresh, beautiful. Now you look like suffering personified." The words cut deeper than any knife. Mercy swallowed hard. "The little money we have," Peter continued, "goes to your business proposals, your transport to meet investors, your dream." "Don't remind me of my failures," he muttered, grabbing his slippers. "I need air." "Your food," she tried. "I've lost my appetite." He slammed the door, leaving Mercy alone with a pot of soup and a heart full of hurt. Hours later, Peter returned. The room was dark. Mercy waited up, sitting on the edge of the bed. "You're still awake," he said. "I wanted to make sure you came home safely," she replied. "Are you hungry now?" "I ate at Johnson's," Peter said. His wife made jollof rice and full chicken. Proper food. "Ah, that's nice." "Johnson says I'm too soft, Mercy. He says successful men don't carry dead weight." She swallowed. "Dead weight?" "His words," Peter said, "not mine. But sometimes I wonder if he's right." "Peter, for better or worse, remember?" Mercy whispered. "It's been worse for 7 years. The better will come. I believe in you. Your proposal for the River State contract is brilliant. They will see it." "They already saw it," he said flatly. "I got the email this morning. They rejected it. That's why I went to Johnson's." Mercy's face fell. "Peter, I'm so sorry." "Sorry doesn't change anything," he said. "I need to start thinking about what's best for me. There is no we in success, Mercy. Only I." Those words stayed with her long after he fell asleep. The next morning, Mercy's phone rang while she was cleaning a client's bathroom. "Mercy, you won't believe it." It was Peter, breathless. "I got it. A contract. Not Rivers State. Something bigger. A massive construction deal with Kingsway Industries. 15 million naira, Mercy. 15 million. She dropped the mop. Peter, are you serious? Jesus, this is it. Our breakthrough. I'm meeting with their team tomorrow. I need to look good. Iron my blue shirt, that navy one. In fact, iron everything. I'll iron everything you own, she laughed, tears of joy in her eyes. I told you your hard work would pay off. Yeah, you did. Listen, I have to go. Calls to make, people to notify. See you at home. I love you, Peter. Yeah, later. Money, when it came like a flood. In weeks, Peter changed. Peter, I bought the things you asked for, Mercy said one afternoon, holding bags from Balogun Market. The shoes were expensive, but I found good quality. You're still buying from Balogun, he interrupted. It's affordable, and the quality. I'm not a Balogun Market man anymore, Mercy. Return those. Order from that Italian shop in Victoria Island. But, Peter, those shoes cost 3 times. Do I look like I'm counting kobo? He snapped. Did you see the SUV I'm buying tomorrow? Yes, she said softly. It's beautiful. I just thought maybe we should save some money first. Build an emergency fund. Emergency fund, he laughed bitterly. Mercy, money is flowing in. The contract payments have started. I'm meeting more investors next week. That's wonderful. I was thinking maybe we could look for a new apartment. Together. Something in a nicer area. Already did. Put a down payment on a place in Ikoyi. You did? When? Last week. 3 bedrooms, swimming pool, the works. That's amazing. Why didn't you tell me? I'm telling you now, he said, already typing on his phone. Peter, she said carefully, you seem different. I am different, he replied. I'm finally a man of means. Money doesn't change who you are, Peter. He smiled coldly. Success doesn't change you, Mercy. It reveals who you were always supposed to be. He checked his watch. I need to go out. Now I made dinner. Business meeting, he said, already walking out. But it wasn't a business meeting. It was Linda. Linda was everything Mercy used to be, and more. Younger, flashier, dripping with confidence. So you're saying, Linda purred over wine, your wife doesn't understand the lifestyle you need to maintain? Exactly, Peter said. She's stuck in poverty mentality. I'm trying to network with millionaires, and she's talking about emergency funds. Linda laughed. Some women don't know how to rise with their man. You're different, Peter. Smart, ambitious, handsome. You deserve a woman who reflects your success. You're bold, Peter said. I like that. Life is too short for hesitation, Linda replied. When you see what you want, you take it. Complications can always be uncomplicated, if you're brave enough. Peter looked into her eyes. You're right. It's time I stopped being afraid of what I really want. And what do you really want, Peter? Linda whispered. A fresh start, he said. with someone who matches my ambition." "Then take it," she smiled. Mercy found out the truth in the cruelest way. One afternoon, she used the spare key Peter had given her to surprise him at the new Ikoyi apartment. She opened the door and froze. Clothes, perfume, laughter. A woman's voice. "Baby, where should I put these?" Mercy stepped inside. "Hello?" A stunning lady in a silk robe appeared, eyebrows raised. "Who are you?" "I should ask you the same," Mercy said, her voice shaking. "Are you the maid?" "The maid?" The lady laughed. "Oh, this is rich. Peter." Peter walked in from the balcony, drink in hand. His face turned white. "Mercy, what are you doing here?" "What am I doing here?" she repeated. "This is our home. You gave me this key last month." "I meant to talk to you about that," he stammered. "Talk to me about what, Peter? Who is this woman in our home?" "Our home," the lady snorted. "Sweetie, check the documents. Only Peter's name is on the lease." Peter cleared his throat. "Sit down, Mercy." "I don't want to sit," she said. "I want to know what's happening." "What's happening," Peter said slowly, "is that I've outgrown this marriage." Silence. "What?" "Look at you, Mercy. Then look at Linda. You've let yourself go completely." "Let myself go?" Mercy whispered. "I've been working 3 jobs to support you." "Support what? I'm the one making money now, and I need a woman who reflects my success, not my struggle." Linda smirked. "He doesn't need you anymore, darling. Evolution. Upgrade." "Shut your mouth," Mercy snapped. "Peter, how can you let this stranger disrespect me?" "She's not a stranger," Peter said. "Linda and I have been together for 2 months. 2 months? Mercy gasped. "You've been cheating for 2 months? "It's not cheating when the marriage is already dead," Peter said. "Dead? Our marriage is dead?" Tears filled her eyes. "Look at yourself, Mercy," he continued. "Your clothes are from 5 years ago. Your body is shapeless. You have no class, no sophistication. You're an embarrassment." Her voice broke. "I stood by you when you had nothing, when your own family mocked you, when everyone said you'd never succeed." "And I'm grateful," Peter said calmly. "But gratitude doesn't mean I have to keep carrying you." "Peter, this is boring," Linda said. "Can we speed this up?" Peter sighed. "You're right. Mercy, I want a divorce." "No," she whispered. "No, Peter, please." "My lawyer will contact you. I'm giving you 2 weeks to move out." "Move out?" she cried. "Peter, I have nowhere to go." "That's not my problem anymore," he said. "You should have thought about your future, instead of being comfortable in mediocrity." Linda smirked. "There's a shelter in Mushin. I hear they're taking strays." Mercy stared at them both, then at the man she once believed would protect her. She said quietly, "Both of you." Linda laughed. "Maybe, but we'll be judged in a Lamborghini." I'll take my chances. Mercy walked out with nothing but her handbag and 7 years of shattered dreams. On a busy Lagos roadside near Ikoyi, she sat on a low concrete barrier and wept. "Fine, sister, you dey cry?" a hawker asked. "What'in happen?" "My husband, he threw me out," she whispered. "I have nowhere to go." An older woman with a tray of oranges sat beside her.
"Sorry, man wahala. Oldest story for Lagos. You give them everything. Sometimes no problem. You forget to keep something for yourself."
"I loved him," Mercy said.
"I know," the woman replied. "But love without respect, na slavery. Where you go sleep tonight?"
I don't know."
"You get family?"
"They disowned me when I married Peter," she said, against their wishes.
"Friends?"
She hesitated. "Samuel, my childhood friend, but we haven't spoken in years." The woman nodded toward the phone in Mercy's hand. "Call 'em. Pride no go kill you, but this night cold fit kill you." Hands trembling, Mercy dialed.
"Hello?"
"Samuel," she whispered. It's Mercy. Mercy Okafor." There was a long pause. "Mercy? After all these years? How are you? How's Peter?" She broke down. "Samuel, I need help." "Where are you?" he asked sharply. "I don't know. Some bus stop near Ikoyi. He threw me out. Peter threw me out." "Send me your location," Samuel said. "Right now." "Mercy, listen to me. Don't be ashamed. Just send it. I'm coming." 30 minutes later, headlights swept across the bus stop. Samuel jumped out and ran to her. "Mercy," he breathed, seeing her swollen eyes and rumpled clothes. "What did he do to you?" "I'm sorry to burden you," she whispered. "Get in the car," he said firmly. "We'll talk later. Right now, you need to be safe." He took her to his apartment, gave her food, clean clothes, a room to sleep in. The next morning, he sat opposite her at the dining table. "Drink this," he said, pushing a mug of tea toward her. "Then tell me everything." She told him about the years of struggle, about the contract, about Linda,
About being thrown out like garbage. "I remember when I introduced you to Peter 7 years ago," Samuel said quietly. "And I remember advising you not to marry him. I told you he had ambition without character." Tears rolled down her cheeks. "You were right. He struggled for 7 years. We struggled. I worked. I sacrificed. I believed in him. Then he got that 15 million naira contract, and the money changed him." "Money doesn't change people," Samuel said softly. It reveals them." "He said I embarrass him, that I've let myself go, that he needs a woman who reflects his success." "Don't let his poison enter your mind," Samuel said. "You're not an embarrassment, Mercy." "I'm fat. I'm tired. I look old. I'm not the girl you used to know." "You look like someone who carried a grown man on her back for 7 years, he replied. "That's not ugliness. That's exhaustion. I have nothing, Samuel. No home, no money, no future. You have time. You have intelligence.
You have strength you've forgotten you possess, he said. And now you have me. I'm not going anywhere. I can't ask you.
You're not asking, he interrupted gently. I'm offering. Stay here, recover, and when you're ready, we'll remind Lagos who Mercy Okafor really is. Healing began slowly. Mercy, are you awake? You awake? Samuel knocked on her door a few days later. Come in, she said. I made breakfast, he smiled. And I have a proposal. You've done too much already, she said. Just listen, he replied. I have a friend, Dr. Adeyemi. She's a nutritionist and wellness coach. I want you to meet her. Not for medicine, just to help you get physically strong again. Why are you doing this? She asked. He looked at her for a long moment. Do you remember SS3, when my father died? Of course. You and your mother brought food every day for 6 months. You tutored me for free so I wouldn't fail WAEC. You helped my mum sell provisions when we couldn't afford staff. You say it was nothing, but it was everything. My success started because you refused to let my family fall. Let me do for you now what you did for me. I don't recognize myself anymore, she whispered. Then let's help you meet yourself again, he said. Not the old Mercy, not Peter's Mercy, the real Mercy. Will you try? She took a deep breath. What do I have to lose? Nothing, he smiled, but everything to gain. Dr. Adeyemi comes at 10. And Mercy? No more hiding. Starting today, we rebuild. The months that followed transformed her. Early mornings with Dr. Adeyemi. Walks, then jogs, then runs. Excellent, the doctor said one day. 5 kilometers. Remember when you couldn't do 1? I remember wanting to quit, Mercy laughed, panting. Every single day. But you didn't, the doctor said. That's growth. One afternoon, Samuel waited for them by the car, watching Mercy approach in fitted sportswear, face glowing with sweat and new confidence. How's my champion? He called. Your champion just ran 5 kilometers without dying, she grinned. For the next phase. Oh, there's a next phase, she groaned playfully. Always, he said. Body is healing. Now we handle the mind. I enrolled you in a business management course at Lagos Business School. LBS? She gasped. Samuel, that's expensive. And worth every kobo, he said. You're brilliant, Mercy. Time Lagos remembered that. She hesitated. Why do you care so much? He paused, then smiled sadly. You'll figure it out, he said. For now, just say yes to yourself. She said yes. And slowly, the woman Peter had called shapeless, classless, embarrassing, disappeared, and a new Mercy emerged, strong, polished, educated, focused. While Mercy rebuilt, Peter unravelled. At his construction site, his project manager confronted him. Oga, we have serious problem.
The foundation materials you approved. Substandard. Inspection team rejected them. What? Peter shouted. Those materials cost 50 million. Sir, the supplier cheated you. We need to start over. If we don't do it right, Kingsway will cancel the contract.
We'll use what we have, Peter insisted. We'll adjust. Oga, I'm a professional, the man said stiffly. I cannot sign off on substandard work. Then I'll find someone who will, Peter snapped. Na you sabi, the man replied. But when building collapse, na your name them go call. On top of that, Linda was never satisfied. Baby, I want those diamond earrings from VI, she said one day. The ones I showed you. 2.5 million. Oh, Linda, I just bought you that Gucci bag last week, Peter groaned. And, she said, I thought you said money is flowing. It is, but the contract payments are structured. I have to be strategic. Strategic for what? To save for your wife's divorce settlement? She mocked. You said she didn't contribute anything. So what's the problem? Peter's phone rang, his project manager again, with more bad news. Linda rolled her eyes. Handle it later, she said. We're celebrating. Celebrating what? He snapped. Us, she smiled. Your success. My beauty. The good life. But the good life was built on sand. Soon the inspection failed again. Kingsway's lawyers called. Words like breach of contract, misappropriation, and lawsuit started appearing in emails with his name on them. And Linda? When she realized the gravy train was stopping, she packed her bags. You're becoming a liability, Peter, she said coolly. I don't do failure. I left my wife for you, he shouted. You left your wife because she was old news, Linda replied. I was just the excuse. Don't pretend this was some grand romance. She paused at the door. Oh, and Peter, next time you get money, don't spend it on women and cars. Invest it. That's what smart people do. Then she was gone. 6 months after Mercy first knocked on Samuel's door, she stood in a boutique, wearing a stunning evening gown. Madam, the tailor beamed, this dress was made for you. It's beautiful, Mercy said, staring at her reflection. Stronger, slimmer, confident. But the price? We'll take it, Samuel said, walking in. Samuel, I told you to wait in the car. And miss seeing you like this? He smiled. Not a chance. In 2 weeks, you're graduating top of your class from LBS. You deserve to celebrate. Because of you, she said. The tuition, the clothes, the training, everything is because of you. No, he said gently. Because of you. Your intelligence, your hard work, your resilience. I just opened doors you were always meant to walk through. She smiled. Then his phone buzzed. His face changed. You know about it? Mercy asked. That's Peter's project. Samuel took a breath. There's something I need to tell you. He turned to her. Kingsway Industries. I'm the CEO. She stared. What?
I started it 5 years ago. We specialise in infrastructure development. You gave Peter the contract? She whispered.
Remember, before I left for my MBA, you called me. You told me Peter had a proposal, but no connections. You begged me to help him if I could. I remember, she said faintly. When I came back and started Kingsway, I kept his proposal, Samuel continued. When we needed a contractor, I chose him. Because making him successful was the only way I thought I could make you happy. You gave him 15 million naira because you loved me? Mercy asked. I gave him a chance because I loved you, Samuel said softly. What he did with it was his choice. Now he's 3 months behind, using substandard materials, and the board has flagged his project for investigation. Business is business, Mercy. I have to do my job. She was silent for a long moment. The charity gala next month, he said. The one for education reform. I'm chairing it, and I want you to come with me. As my date. Samuel, she began. I know, he said quickly. The timing, your divorce, your healing. I'm not rushing you. I've loved you since we were 15, Mercy. Seeing you become yourself again, I can't hide it anymore. Before she could answer, his phone buzzed again. Peter's project has been flagged for investigation, he said quietly. At the gala, he'll be required to present his progress report to the board. And you want me there, she said slowly. And you want me there, she said slowly. I want you there, he replied, as the woman you've become. What you do when you see him again is your choice. Mercy looked at herself in the mirror again. Then I'll need this dress, she said, after all. The gala night came. Bright lights, expensive suits, cameras flashing, banners of Kingsway Industries and education reform draped across the hall. Peter arrived in a borrowed suit, sweaty and anxious. His lawyer whispered in his ear. The amount they're claiming is 45 million naira, the lawyer said, for breach of contract, substandard materials, and delays. 45 million, Peter choked. I don't have that kind of money. We'll negotiate a settlement, the lawyer said. But first, you must present your progress report to the CEO. When? Peter asked. He just arrived. The lawyer nodded toward the main entrance. The room went quiet as Samuel walked in. On his arm was Mercy. Peter's heart stopped. She was unrecognizable. Fitted gown, elegant makeup, confident posture, and the way everyone turned to look at her, like she was the star of the night. Good evening, everyone, Samuel said at the podium. Thank you for supporting education reform. After his speech, a board member approached them. Ah, Mr. Okonkwo, perfect timing. I believe we have business to discuss. Peter walked over, eyes glued to Mercy. Who is that? Linda, now clinging to a different rich man, whispered, spotting them from across the room. That's Mercy, Peter stammered. My wife. The one you said let herself go, the man beside Linda smirked. Samuel smiled politely.
Mr. Okonkwo, I don't believe you've met my partner. Mercy Okafor, this is one of our contractors.
Mercy extended her hand. "Good evening, Mr. Okonkwo," she said calmly. "What a small world." "Mercy," he whispered, stunned. You look... I don't understand." "Miss Okafor," a board member added, "recently completed her MBA at Lagos Business School, top of her class. She'll be joining Kingsway Industries as our new Vice President of Operations." "VP of Operations?" Peter repeated, dizzy. Yes, Samuel said. "Which means, Mr. Okonkwo, you'll be reporting to her regarding your project's delays and mismanagement."
"This is insane," Peter hissed. "Mercy, we need to talk. Privately."
"All contract discussions go through official channels now," Samuel said calmly. "I'm sure Miss Okafor will be fair in her assessment." "Extremely fair," Mercy replied coolly. "I believe in accountability, Mr. Okonkwo. When someone makes promises, they should keep them. Don't you agree?" She smiled professionally. "Monday morning," she added, 9 a.m. My office. Bring your project files. And your lawyer." They walked away, leaving Peter standing alone in a hall full of people he once wanted to impress. Monday came. Peter sat across from Mercy in a glass-walled office at Kingsway headquarters. His lawyer sat beside him. Samuel observed quietly. "Mr. Okonkwo," Mercy began, "we've reviewed your project files, or rather the lack of proper documentation. 3 failed inspections, substandard materials, 15 million naira in unaccounted expenses." "I can explain the delays," Peter said. "Can you explain the missing money?" she asked. "You claimed to buy premium materials. The invoices show you paid for cheaper alternatives and pocketed the difference." "My client admits there were management oversights," the lawyer said. "Oversights?" Samuel raised an eyebrow. "This isn't oversight. It's fraud." "Mercy, please," Peter said. "Can we talk alone?" Her jaw tightened. "This is a professional matter, Mr. Okonkwo. There is nothing to discuss privately." "How can you be so cold?" he burst out. "After everything we shared." She stared at him. "After everything we shared, you threw me out like garbage. You called me shapeless, an embarrassment. You brought another woman into our home and told me I no longer fit into your picture of success. That wasn't a mistake, Peter. That was cruelty." He dropped his gaze. "Here is our offer," she continued. "You repay the misappropriated funds. We calculate approximately 20 million naira. Or we pursue full legal action, including criminal fraud charges." 20 million, he gasped. "I don't have 20 million. Can we negotiate a payment plan?" 5 years, she replied. "Monthly installments. Miss one payment, and criminal charges proceed immediately." 5 years, he whispered. "Mercy, please, show some mercy." She looked at him for a long moment. "You want mercy," she said quietly. "Like the mercy you showed me when I begged to stay in our home? Like the mercy you showed when you insulted my body after I worked myself to the bone for your dream?" His eyes filled with tears. "I was wrong. I know I was wrong." "Yes," she said, "you were wrong. But more than that, you were cruel. And cruelty has consequences." She slid a document toward him. "Here is your mercy, Peter. We won't press criminal charges if you accept the payment plan. That's more mercy than you ever gave me.
As for your contract, terminated, effective immediately. We're bringing in a new contractor to finish the work, at your expense.
That's not fair, he choked.
Fair? Samuel spoke now. You got this contract because Mercy asked me to help you. Every opportunity you had came because she believed in you. You didn't build this alone. Peter turned to her, stunned. You knew he owned Kingsway? No, she said. I only found out recently. But 5 years ago I called him and begged him to help you if he ever could. He remembered. He chose you. Because I loved you. So I never earned this on my own? Peter whispered. Oh, you earned something, Samuel said. You earned this moment, this reckoning. The lawyer sighed. We accept the payment plan. My client has no other choice. Sign the documents, Mercy said. You have 48 hours. Don't be late. Mercy, Peter whispered. I still love you. She shook her head. No, Peter. You love what I became without you. You never loved who I was with you. That's the saddest part. You had something real and traded it for something shiny. Now, you have neither. Outside the office, Mercy leaned against the wall, eyes closed. Samuel approached. How do you feel? He asked. I thought I'd feel victorious, she said softly. Powerful. But I just feel empty. Revenge is like that, he said. It fills a hole, but creates another. I wasn't trying to get revenge, she sighed. Maybe a little. Is that wrong? It's human, he replied. You're allowed to be human, Mercy. I saw his face when he realized everything came from me, from you helping him because of me. The shame, the defeat. Do you regret it? Samuel asked. No, she said slowly. But I don't celebrate either. I just want to move forward. No more looking back. Then look here, he said quietly, taking her hand. At us. He took a small box from his pocket, then paused. You told me, he said, to ask you when you were ready, when you were whole. Mercy, you've always been whole. You just needed to remember it. My divorce isn't final yet, she said. It will be in 3 weeks. I checked. He smiled softly. This is so fast, she whispered. It's been 10 years, he replied. 10 years of loving you, waiting for you, hoping for you. What if I'm not ready? She asked. What if I'm still broken from Peter? Then I'll wait, he said. But answer me this. When you wake up in the morning, who do you think of first? She blushed. You. When something good happens, who do you want to tell? You. When you're scared, or sad, or excited, whose voice calms you? Yours, she whispered. Then you're ready, he said. Not for a perfect marriage right now, but for this, for us, for trying. I can't promise I won't have doubts, she said. Moments where I'm scared. I don't want perfection, he replied. I just want you. The strong parts, the broken parts, the healing parts. All of you. She took a deep breath. Ask me, she said. properly. He went down on one knee. "Mercy Okafor," he said, voice trembling, "will you marry me?" Tears filled her eyes. "Yes," she whispered. "Yes, Samuel, I'll marry you." On her wedding day, Mercy stood in front of a mirror, dressed in white. Her mother adjusted her veil, eyes shining with tears. "My daughter," her mother said, voice breaking, "you look like a queen." "I feel like I'm dreaming," Mercy replied. "I was wrong to disown you when you married Peter," her mother said. "I was wrong about many things, but I am here now, and I am so proud of the woman you have become." "It wasn't easy," Mercy said. "The best transformations never are," her mother smiled. "Now, are you ready to marry a man who truly deserves you?" Mercy looked at her reflection one last time. Not the broken woman on a roadside, not the discarded wife at a stranger's door, but a woman who had walked through fire and come out shining. "I'm ready," she said. As she walked down the aisle towards Samuel, he whispered, "You're the most beautiful sight I've ever seen." "You're biased," she smiled. "Completely," he replied, "and I'm staying biased for the rest of my life." Later, at the reception, Samuel lifted his glass. "Many of you know my story," he said, "but you might not know Mercy's. This woman survived betrayal, poverty, and rejection. Instead of becoming bitter, she became better. She taught me that true strength isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up, dusting yourself off, and building something beautiful from the ruins. I love you, Mercy Adebayo." Mercy took the microphone next. "I came to Lagos with nothing," she began. "I left a marriage with less than nothing. For 7 years, I poured from an empty cup until there was nothing left of me. Samuel didn't just fill my cup. He taught me to fill it myself." She looked around the room. "To anyone listening who's struggling," she said, "who's been betrayed, who's been told you're not enough, you are enough. You've always been enough. Sometimes we have to walk through fire to discover we're made of flames." Applause filled the hall. 2 years later, in a modest office in Surulere, Peter sat at a cheap desk. Gone were the designer suits, the gold watches, the SUV. He now worked as a project supervisor for a small local firm, earning a fraction of what he once spent on a single weekend. "Okonkwo," his boss called. "Kingsway Industries client wants to see you. Something about your payment plan." Peter's heart skipped. Kingsway? Minutes later, he stood in a familiar conference room. Mercy walked in, now visibly pregnant, glow in her face, confidence in every step. "Hello, Peter," she said calmly. "Mercy," he swallowed. "I didn't know you'd be here personally." "I wanted to," she said. "We need to discuss your payments. You've made all 18 installments on time." "It's not easy," he replied softly, "but I made a commitment. I'm trying to be a better man than I was.
I know, she said. Your employer called me. He says you're honest, hard-working, humble.
He lowered his eyes. I'm trying. She slid a document toward him. This is a debt forgiveness form. The remaining 16 million naira is hereby cancelled. He stared at it, shocked. Why? Because mercy, she said quietly, is not always about what people deserve. It's about what we choose to give. You've shown genuine change. You've paid what you can. The rest? Consider it my wedding gift to my former life. Mercy, he whispered, voice breaking. Don't thank me, she said gently. Don't apologize again. Just live differently. Treat people better. Remember, wealth without character is just expensive poverty. He swallowed. Are you happy with Samuel? She smiled. I'm more than happy, Peter. I'm free. Free from needing validation. Free from accepting crumbs. Free from being anyone's option when I should have been their priority. I robbed us both of what we could have been, he said. No, she replied softly. You freed me to become what I was always meant to be. Sometimes the worst thing that happens to us is actually the best thing. She stood. Goodbye, Peter. As she walked out, Samuel was waiting in the hallway. He placed a gentle hand on her back. How did it go? He asked. I let him go, she said. Finally. Completely. Any regrets? He asked. She thought for a moment. I learned something today, she said. You can't heal what you refuse to release. He smiled. So, what now, Mrs. Adebayo? Now, she said, slipping her hand into his. Now we build our own story. One where nobody gets thrown away. Where love means partnership, not sacrifice. Where growth doesn't require destroying the person beside you. Samuel smiled. Sounds like a good story. She leaned her head on his shoulder. Sounds like our story. They walked out of the building and into the bright Lagos sun. Two people who had learned the hard way that success can change you. Pain can break you. But mercy, real mercy, can rebuild you.